My name is Arif. I will teach Maths and Physics. Newly joined Vagdev Chalpalli Public School. Today I teach you Physics. The first unit in our Physics is heat. Okay, let us see what is heat. You all are familiar with the word heat, temperature. In our daily activities, you will hear about the words heat and temperature. What is meant by heat? That you can feel. Daily, you will go to bath by using hot water or cold water. In a bucket of water, just you put your hands. If it is a hot water, you will feel the sensation of hotness. If it is a cold water, you will feel the sensation of coldness. Okay. The heat also involved in our body temperature. For example, you will go to any hospital. Suppose you got a fever, you will go to hospital. The doctor keeps a clinical thermometer in your pit arm like this. Okay, in your pit arm like this. It means that thermometer shows the temperature of it is a heat. The heat, how much amount of heat is available in your body. Okay, let us see the definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy in transit. What do you mean by transit? It flows from one form to another form. It flows from one body to another body. That is known as transit, which gives a sensation of hotness or coldness. I have already told you what is sensation. Sensation means if you feel the touch, if you put your hand in hot water, you will feel the sensation of hotness. If you put your hand in bucket of cold water, you will feel the sensation of coldness. It is just a simple thing. I hope you understand the definition. Okay. Next, temperature. Let us see what is temperature. You had daily in our news. In this area, in Vijayawada, the temperature is recorded at 32 degrees. Or in summer, the heavy temperature is recorded 40 degrees. Like this, you heard the news daily. In our India, if you have go to northern states like Jammu and Kashmir, there is a temperature located -4 degrees, -3 degrees, or 0 degrees sometimes. Okay, let us see the definition of the temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness is called temperature. We have discussed about the heat. The measure of heat is known as temperature. For example, normal room temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. Okay. In summer, the temperature recorded is 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. In comparison to heat and temperature, we will see an experiment about the thermal equilibrium. Let us see what is thermal equilibrium. Let us see a simple experiment. Take two bakers. This is baker 1 and this is baker 2. Take hot water in this baker. Take cold water in this baker. Okay. Listen here. It is a simple thing. Don't be panic. Hot water. It is a cold water. This hot water has high temperature. Consider this is as a T1. Okay. Let us keep a thermometer. Thermometer in this hot water. The temperature recorded here is T2. In the first beaker, the T1 is greater than T2. Why? Because T1 is the temperature of the hot water. We all know the temperature in the hot water is higher. Okay, T1 is T2. Let's see there in the beaker 2. Consider the temperature of the cold water is T3. Okay, let us put a thermometer in this beaker and see the temperature of this cold water. Okay, see. The temperature of the cold water is less when compared to the temperature in the thermometer. The completely reverse of this. Okay, we will see here the temperature of the hot water is very high compared to cold water. Note this point. This is a very important point. T1 is greater than T2 and T3 is greater than T4. Okay, what we observe, I have said T1 is greater than T2. After some time, the T1 is equal to T2. Why? Because the hot water becomes cool. The temperature of the hot water and the temperature recorded in the thermometer, these two becomes equal. T1 is equal to T2. Okay. This is the topic of thermal equilibrium. Okay. See here in second beaker, T3. It is the temperature of the cold water. Initially, at the starting stage, the temperature recorded in the thermometer is high. Initially, the temperature of the cold water is low. After some time, T3 becomes T4. That means the temperature of the cold water in the beaker and the temperature in the thermometer becomes equal. This is known as thermal equilibrium. Initially, they have different temperatures. The hot water temperature is high and the temperature recorded in the thermometer is low. There is variation in between this water and the temperature recorded. There is also variation. After some time, the water becomes cool here. Okay? This is known as thermal equilibrium. T1 is equal to T2. The temperature becomes normal and T3 is equal to T4. This is known as thermal equilibrium. Discussion about the temperature. Let us see the definition of the temperature. Temperature is nothing but measure of hotness or coldness of a body. It's nothing but measuring. Let us listen. It is very simple thing. Don't be panicked. If you measure the body temperature, let us see body temperature. Second, atmospheric temperature. Atmosphere. Okay, see body temperature. It is measured in Fahrenheit. It is a unit. Atmosphere is measured in degree centigrade and Kelvin. Okay, see, if you got fever, you will go to hospital. Doctor keeps keep the thermometer in your pit arm like this. And he simply records the temperature. He will say the temperature. How much temperature is recorded in the thermometer? Let us see. The normal human body's temperature is 98.6 Fahrenheit. The human body temperature is measured in Fahrenheit. I hope you understand. Okay. The atmospheric temperature. Atmospheric temperature means, for suppose, I already told you that you are seeing news in Tirupati, the temperature recorded is 35 degrees. In Vijayawada, the temperature recorded is 32 degrees. Like this, you hear the news daily. The atmospheric temperature is recorded in degrees Celsius. Okay, I hope you understand. Once again, see the definition. It is temperature is nothing but measuring the hotness or coldness. Okay, the degree of hotness or coldness of a body is known as temperature. If your human body has a temperature more than 98, this is the normal temperature of the body. Every person has this normal temperature, 98.6. For example, if any person got fever, this temperature rises to 100 degrees, 100 Fahrenheit, or 101 Fahrenheit, or 102. If the person has 102, it is very high temperature. The person, it becomes very weak. About 98.6 Fahrenheit, the temperature is said to be the person got fever. The doctor will say that he got fever. Okay. Okay. Next, coming to atmospheric temperature. The normal temperature of room temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. If the temperature is cloudy or it will be raining, the temperature is 32 or 31 or below 30. Okay. This is the positive temperature. In our Andhra Pradesh, the temperatures recorded is in the range of 30s. In summer, it will go to 40s, 40 or 42 like that. The negative temperature is also recorded. In India, we will go to northern states like Jammu and Kashmir. The temperature recorded is -4 degrees centigrade or -3. Sometimes it will be 0. Okay. Okay, let us see definition of temperature. Now we are going to see the definition of thermal equilibrium. I have already told you previously an experiment regarding the hot water and the cold water. Please recall that experiment. Okay, let us see the definition now. When the two bodies are in thermal contact, what is in the thermal contact? I have already told you, keeping thermometer in water, there is a contact between this water and the thermometer. There is a contact between the water and thermometer. This is the thermal contact. When the two bodies are in thermal contact, heat energy is transferred from hot body to cold body. I have already told you previously. This is the hot water. The temperature of hot water is very high. The temperature from hot water is recorded in the thermometer. That means the energy, heat energy, is transferred from hot body to cold body. This is the hot body. Water is the hot body, and the thermometer is the cold body. Okay, from hot body to cold body. Till the two bodies attain same degree of hotness or coldness. I have already told this is temperature T1 and this is the temperature T2. Initially, the T1 is greater than T2. We have already discussed about this. After some time, the hot water loses its hotness and becomes cold. That means T1 becomes T2. This is thermal equilibrium. Okay, bodies attain the same degree of hotness. Same. This denotes same. Okay, this deeper. Okay, degree of hotness or coldness. At this stage, the two bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium. The two bodies. What are the two bodies? This is the hot water is one body and the thermometer is another body. Okay, I hope you understand the definition. Okay. The units of heat and the units of temperature. Okay, the SI units of heat is joule. You already know, you already studied in your radio classes. SI, it is a system international units. Okay, SI units of heat is joule. Joule is the name of a scientist named after him. Joule is denoted by the capital letter J. Okay. The Celsius units of heat is calorie. Okay. What is known as Celsius? You already know it. You are studied in your other classes. Centimeter, gram, second. Okay. In Celsius units of heat is calorie. Let us see what is calorie. The amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram. Consider 1 gram of water. 1 gram water. Okay. The amount of heat required. Q is the heat. How much of heat required? You see here, the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree centigrade. It is a simple thing. Please listen here. It is the 1 gram of water. This is the heat we are applying. For 1 gram of water, consider the temperature X. There is a rise in temperature 1 degree. For example, we are rising the temperature by 1 degree. X is the initial temperature and we are raising this temperature to 1 degree. Read the definition on side. The amount of heat required. How much amount of heat required to rise the 1 degree centigrade of temperature? That is known as calorie. It is simple. Once again, see the definition. The amount of heat required, this heat, to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water. To rise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree is called calorie. Okay? The relation, we are entering into the another topic. The relation between temperature and kinetic energy. Okay? Temperature is directly proportional to kinetic energy. We have to prove it. Okay? Let us see a simple experiment. Okay? Take a beaker with hot water. In this beaker, we have to take cold water. Let us see grains of food color. What is food color? You all know about this. While you have going to hotel or you eat a biryani like this, there are some food colors like green color or yellow color. That is the food color. You are all familiar with this. Okay? Let us take hot water in one beaker and cold water in one beaker. Sprinkle the food color in this beaker and this beaker. Food color. Okay. Let us see. The molecules in the beaker of hot water flow very highly. Let us see. Molecules jiggle. Jiggle means what? It's moved randomly. Just molecules move this from this side to this side and this side to this side. There is a movement of molecules is very high in this hot water. But compared to cold water, the molecules movement is very slow. Very slow. Okay. Let us see. This is the major difference. This is the major difference between the hot water and the cold water. Okay, we discussed the molecules move randomly. Okay, we know it is an important point. Note this point. We know that the bodies possess kinetic energy when they are in motion. I have already told the molecules of this food color are in motion. Motion is nothing but movement. There is a movement. There is a movement of molecules in this hot water. There is a movement. Okay. Hot water possesses kinetic energy. There is a high kinetic energy due to the high temperature. We know in hot water there is a high temperature compared to cold water. Due to this temperature, due to this high temperature, there is a kinetic energy possessed by these molecules. Okay. The energy possessed by the body by the virtue of its motion. This is the kinetic energy. Okay? The kinetic energy is possessed by the molecules. The kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. What is this directly proportional? If the temperature increases, the kinetic energy is also increases. I have already told you. Due to this high temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules is increasing. This means the kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. If the temperature is low, the kinetic energy also low. This case we will see here. There is a low temperature. If the temperature is low, the kinetic energy of the molecules is also low. The molecules move very slowly in this cold water compared to this hot water. Okay? The average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy means the kinetic energy is different in hot water beaker and the kinetic energy of the molecules is different in cold water beaker. The combined both these kinetic energies and we are taking this average. Ke1. Consider this is Ke1, this is Ke2, kinetic energy 2 by 2. This is the average. We are taking finally Ke. Ke is directly proportional to temperature. I hope you understand. The kinetic energy is directly proportional to absolute temperature. What do you mean by absolute? Absolute is nothing but I have already told you units of temperature that are Kelvin. If you measure the temperature in Kelvin scale, that is known as absolute temperature. Okay, I hope you understand.